Hello and welcome everybody to Mapu TV. Today we have actually Awers versus Masa from the ASUSROG Assembly Tournament, which took place in 2019 here in Finland for you guys. So this is the group stage number 1, Group B lower match. So the loser of this match is gonna be out of the tournament. And starting in the bottom right, we see our blue Terran. It is Masa. Starting up in the top left, on Thunderbird, it is our red Terran, Awers. There you go. So both players opting for a gas first here. Very standard opening for TVT so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, so this one is a very big one. The loser of this one is already out, and the winner has a chance to fight against Sue in the upper bracket, or not the upper bracket, but in the final decider match, basically. And yeah, it's gonna be a tough match. Whoever wins this, actually, it's gonna be a tough match against Sue. So still, though, if you lose here, you're out. Better make your chances count. Masa opting for an early scout here with an SCV, trying to see if you can find any shenanigans. There's something weird going on, or if maybe Awers tries to play greedy here. This is a one-rab map, so you could try to go for command center first, stuff like that, if you want to be very sneaky. This is gonna be a Reaper expand, very standard stuff from both players here. I just have enough of gas first, so there's gonna be the factory before the depot. Boom, there we go, both of them. Yeah, no crazy one base commitment as well, so he just goes back with his SUV for a while. He forces small displays here, but it doesn't really matter all that much. Got the Reaper coming out to scout now, and for both players, and actually Masa is waiting inside the bushes to see if he can catch the Reaper of Awers. But Awers is he was just scouting a little bit for proxy factory maybe. Yeah, just pulling back with his Reaper now. He's playing a little bit scared. He didn't scout as much so far this game. And Masa is gonna bring in his SCV, so the Reaper needs to pull back here. And yeah, he can assassinate the one building the command center. And this is actually kind of a huge delay, because we see there's a reactor. No SCVs are pulled so far. This is a really huge delay, actually. Masa got in here from just one SCV and his Reaper coming in. Just the one extra SCV for the scout. Now Awers finally pushed us back. He has an SCV down to finish up the orbital, but as you can see, this is already done. And here we're still in the building phase, and it has to be lifted. So this is quite a huge delay actually, as they almost started at the same time. Gonna see a Cyclone first here, and the second barracks actually. So no starport here from Masa, and this is kind of interesting. As we see, the starport is finishing up already on the side of Awers. He's gonna get a Viking, but you know, against a no starport build, the Viking is not gonna do much. This is gonna be, what is this gonna be? Marines? This is gonna be a weird 2-1-1? Nah, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's gonna be a very early stim push apparently, with some Cyclones probably for defense. Yeah, he got just one. Now I wonder what is gonna be made on this add-on. Well, nothing. This is gonna be used to produce the add-on though. Whoa, this is a huge scout though, coming in. He does see the second barracks, he does see the stim upgrading. So, he knows what's up and coming. This is kind of a little bit off build for a 1-1-1 with a Cyclone basically. No, a 2-1-1, sorry, excuse me there. With a Cyclone basically for defense. And yeah, as Awers, you kind of want to get, you know, airtight now, because you want to get ready for those drops. There's going to be a lot of Marines, maybe you want to have a tank as well. He's sending in the Viking offensively, but honestly, there's a Cyclone out, so I would want him to be a little bit careful with this. The Cyclone, though, out of position, so if he wants to go in with the Viking at some point to harass some SCVs, he can, well, not safely do that, but there would be an opportunity right now to do it. Get like 1 or 2 SCVs as Viking, have crazy kill rates on those bases. Yeah, actually, he comes in here, see, 3-shotting the first one, and just damaging the next one, going out again. A very low commitment. Very tiny harassment here. Nice done though. And a third CC starting behind this, actually for both players. So Masa, which might have been like him trying to go for a push. He's gonna obtain the map control though very easily with this build, because he's gonna have stim so much earlier, and if there's any engagement out on the map, Awers is gonna get caught with his pants. Interesting enough, he is not going for any stim. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. We missed the Viking trying to assassinate one more SCV, but it was chased down by the double medivac. His mine might actually hit, but no, doesn't seem like it. So I was opting for mech here, as I was trying to point out earlier, building up the factories now. He has some very good stuff in defense though, but honestly, only a couple marines here, the tank over there, 2 Vikings now. This could, if he drops this into the base, with like this, the third medivac, if he waits for that one. Oh, actually this mine hit something. Got a kill. Probably was a marine or something. Scouting with one marine to see what's going on over there. Oh really? Awers? He really wants the assassination, and he gets it. Very nice, cute little move here. Does he see? Yeah, he actually scouts the groups of marines, so he knows where and how to prepare, I hope. And I think it's gonna be a big drop in the main. This factory can't land because of what? It can land because of the siege tank. Okay. Still, we see the cyclone get assassinated very early on. One siege tank lands on the low ground actually, and one of the medevac was assassinated. So he waited quite long. So there are actually 4 Vikings which are very good against those medevacs, and this is quite nice defense here for Awers. Worked out perfectly for him. Oh, we don't want to lose the Raven, but yeah, gets the disable onto the tank. Very nice done, and gets a full cleanup without losing all that much. I think he just lost most of his marines, basically a tank, a cyclone, and 1 Viking. So this was definitely a very good defense. He's gonna lose this tech lab, but there is a liberator trying to shoot down SCVs. He got 3, but as we see, the Vikings coming over now, and immediate 4th command center after this. I still think this was a very worthwhile defense though. The investment did not pay off here for Masa in this first attempt to deal some damage. Barracks in a good position to scout as well. We see double upgrades going on now for Masa. On the other side, still no mech upgrades actually. No, what is it called? The armory thing. No armory yet. And this is a little bit rough. He's pulling the units out of position to go in with his drop. And this is a very nice drop actually. Gets a lot of damage. 6 SCVs fallen, 7 and counting. And if he could get an assassination on the Raven, it would be perfect, but he doesn't really aim for that one, so he won't get it. The Raven stays alive, but a lot of damage was done. Tried to go for 1 more Viking, didn't happen. But honestly, I would have liked him to try to assassinate the Raven, as low as it is. This Widow Mine actually killed 3 Marines so far, and it's gonna kill another one. Boom. But this time it's gonna get killed. Finally, the payback is gonna happen. Masa though, not, you know, he's still going with the beat, adding up to what is it gonna be? 8 barracks now, and adding his armory a little bit late, I feel. So these upgrades are a little bit delayed. Oh, these Vikings already lurking for the medevacs. They're trying to come in there, but I don't think he can do much with these 2, to be honest. And the sensor tower going up. Oh, the Vikings actually pull back because of the sensor tower, and it does touch. So he sees them now just for a brief moment. I hope he watched this one, because now, yeah, he actually was in a wrong position here, and the drop gets in, it gets unloaded, and it can deal a lot of damage. It can deny the +1 on the armory for attack, which is actually the big one. He was already late on the armory here in the first place. He gets a couple tanks as well, and he's still not cleaned up inside the main base. Now finally, the cleanup is gonna happen, but a lot of damage, 11 SCVs as well behind all this. And a denial on the +1, as well as you have to rebuild the armory as Awers. And honestly, this this is a really, really big win there for Masa. This is gonna buy him so much time. What happened to the 4th command center? Was it killed? Was it cancelled? Was it cancelled with the earlier drop? Yeah, I think it was cancelled with the earlier drop. And he never started to, he never restarted this one. Couple Hellions going for a run by now. Finally, the first offensive here from Awers. He did scout these, this small drop here. He's gonna get one of the Medivacs with his 5 Vikings. A very nice number actually to one-shot Medivacs there. And needs to pull back with the Hellions. Masa going up to his 4th base now. Preparing with a lot of drops. So basically he wants to kind of outpace Awers here in this game. And so far it's kind of working. Awers doesn't really find his own stride. He doesn't feel like as comfortable, it seems. He finally remade one of his armories, but he didn't start the upgrade yet. He did never really remake the 4th CC. He doesn't really have a lot of SCVs mining. He's gonna try for a run by now. The first real damage he's finding here, 5 SCVs going down. Maybe one more. No, can't get one more. But yeah, he gets like 5 SCVs for what, 7-8 Hellions. It's not a really worthwhile trade for him right now, especially since he doesn't really have that of a big economy. He has only 62 workers. I mean, you don't need more, but he should balance those. As you can see, 19 here, but only 8 over here. And 8 over here. So most of them are actually buying things, right? Or building things. And some SCVs actually are going to be pulled with the army. But this, you know, if it gets flanked, this is going to be a dead meat army. Because it doesn't really have anything else but tanks, as you can see. Now the flank coming in here from Masa. Is it coming in though? It's kind of too slow, but so those tanks actually obliterate the small bioforce, but this is not by far at all what Masa has. Like, he has way more to offer here. Gets some assassinations onto the Vikings. The Vikings are very nice actually for the air control. Gets a lot of the Medivacs trying to come in now for the flank. Gets to the reinforcements there. Gets hung up on those a little bit, so he loses the main fight again. But he really just pushes through into the base. Gets so many tanks here. I don't know how many tanks have died already. Gets one of the sensor turrets. And he needs to be careful. Loses another tank here. So this is the push. The Shrank. Really, really tough. And it never really reached the base of Masa. These 2 Marauders still going ham here. Killing things. All the reinforcements got hung up. And yeah, I was now trying to build another command center. Trying to transition somehow out of this push that has gone terribly south. But after all the harassment, he's so far behind now. His upgrades finally started off. Oh, this could be a very nice snipe. Gets one of the Medivacs, which was kind of full. But the other 2 unload. And yeah, all the units are inside the 3rd. You could even... well, I mean, it would be probably optimistic to try to snipe the CC, but this is already such a good trade. He's trying to go in at the front too, but he doesn't have any Medivac support here anymore, so he needs to be careful. He's getting what he can done in the 3rd here with his couple Marauders. Finally, we see the Medivacs coming in again, but he needs to be careful now. The 2-prong is over, so the Vikings are coming back to fight him, but actually they're quite low, and we see upgrades finally, like 2-2 has already been finished. We have +1 done for Masa, so he's like even on mech upgrades even. He's gonna get a fusion core, so there's gonna be liberative switch coming in from him, so a big air switch very soon, so he can just easily push back the Vikings and then get rid of all the tanks with his liberators, range liberators. We see one liberator finally trying to go over here to make some harassment happen, but he needs to be careful. Oh, actually he sieges outside of the turret range. Oh, this is a very nice small push here, trying to deny the space for a little bit. The slip got like 3 kills and then the SCVs were pulled back. So not really that good of a job here. And Masa trying to trade his buy for any mech units he can get his fingers on. And he's like vastly out-mining Awers for a long time now. He has the map control. He's not gonna get this tank, so this was a very, very cute repair. But does it even matter at this point? We see like hidden bases going up already just because he's running out of space where to expand. And yeah. Oh, I think they saw the SCVs transferring, so they're gonna know there's a planetary around here, but he's actually even running into the planetary, so he's gonna lose 2 of the Hellions to the planetary itself. And we see another Doom drop, 4 Medivacs coming into the main base here, and honestly, I don't know how long Awers can keep holding on here. He might even lose the orbital. He's definitely gonna lose a lot of his army, and there we see GG. Masa advances in the first map against Awers. here in the group stage number 1. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you had a good one. See you in the next one. Damte and good night.